fast. We are here in front of Vivid Racing today to do something super cool, and that is with this Audi R8 V10. This car already has an awesome prior design wide body, Brixton forged wheels, Capristo exhaust, but even more is what's gonna happen because we put an ESS tuning supercharger, giving it 800 horsepower to the crank. So we want to show you exactly how much power it puts down to the wheels. We're gonna take this in back here, Vivid Racing, strap it down and run some awesome dynos and show you what's going on. So we've got the ESS tuning supercharger in the R8. First question, who is ESS Tuning? Company based right here in Arizona, known for their BMW superchargers. And over the last couple years, they've gotten into really doing a great job supercharging the Audi V10 R8s as well as the Lamborghini Huracan. So the ESS supercharger uses the Whipple twin screw system. This is a linear supercharger, meaning unlike a centrifugal supercharger that builds boost, the root style is extremely linear. So it delivers power throughout the entire RPM range. ESS has engineered this supercharger as a very well-designed system. New injectors, full ECU tuning that is very safe and reliable. And to show you how much power this supercharger does, we're gonna dyno it right here on our Mustang all-wheel drive dyno. Dyno completed. This thing made some serious power. ESS Supercharger is an absolute amazing bolt-on to do to the V10. Let's check out some of these results we've got here. So you can see the dotted line. This is our stock power. This is our baseline. Solid line is with the supercharger. Now we are on a Mustang all-wheel drive dyno, and it is hot. It is June here in Arizona, 91 octane. We typically see about a 25% drivetrain loss when running cars on the Mustang. So we've got a peak horsepower here of 602 and a peak torque of about 497. When we look at the baseline's about 474 and peak torque about 368. So we actually gained 130 all-wheel horsepower. Do some math here, 25% less of 800, we are spot on. This thing put down mega power to the wheels. Superchargers, people are always concerned about how much boost pressure is put to the engine because normally aspirated engines aren't meant for high boost. We're not rebuilding the engine, we're not twin turboing it. This thing is designed for a bolt-on application. We're making about 9.5 PSI on the stock engine, which is completely safe. Log in the AFRs, knock, tuning is smooth. You can even see in the curves, no drastic changes means no knock. So you see what the results are. We've got gains, but we all know that dynos vary between companies. So what's most important? How it does 0 to 60. Let's take this thing out and check it out. Superchargers, I love superchargers, and now we are behind the wheel of the Audi R8 with ESS Tuning's supercharger. This thing has 800 all-wheel horsepower, and I'll tell you what, we are gonna see how it feels, and I bet you it rocks.
We are go for launch.
That's fast. Wow.
I was not expecting that at all. That was like it was one of those things where my eyes were going like this. That was fast.
What makes the R8 so cool, it is like the everyday driver's supercar. It's not like getting into something and cramming around and feeling uncomfortable. This thing is smooth as butter when you want it to be. Very comfortable, very easy, very nice. Capristo exhaust adds some tone, but when you want the juice, ESS Supercharger is awesome as a full, complete bolt-on. You get very linear power all the way through stepping on the gas. Because the way they do the tuning, it's so reliable and so drivable. And that's what I love about these route-style superchargers. Compared to a turbocharger, it still has that top-end power. In fact, looking back on our dyno sheets, you can see this thing gains massive power up through the mid all the way to the top end RPM range. So having lag or power where you need it is not a problem. And seriously, it sounds F1. It sounds F1 car, and it's just making so many noises. It's making my eyeballs go back in my head. Eyeballs, head. And the all-wheel drive is like, you just can't mess it up. I would probably say that owning this car, you are guaranteed to have at least 2 to 3 tickets. This thing is just, every time you hammer on the gas, it is so fast. There's no words for it. It is smooth, it is fast. 800 horsepower seems like 1,000 horsepower in this thing. It just goes and goes and delivers. And these DSG transmissions, they can handle it. They can handle it all day. Guys are running these with even 1,300 horsepower twin turbo kits. So this is a full bolt-on solution that wipes everything away. Let's do it again. Get the f out of here. This thing is so fast. If you're looking for something that'll give you an amazing experience and blow your mind away, ESS tuning supercharger for the R8, giving 800 horsepower and making the all-wheel horsepower so impressive it snaps your face back. This is the kit that you need to have for the V10, Lamborghini Huracan, or the Audi R8. This is something that you gotta experience. Camera will not convey, but the power this thing delivers is so incredible. This thing blows my mind. Out of all awesome cars that I have driven and owned, the Audi R8 with the ESS Supercharger is fast as this thing. I can't believe it, honestly. You jam on the gas, you're thrown back in the seat, and it pulls and pulls and pulls. I love it. The OEM fit and finish, everything about it is probably the nicest I've ever seen. Best supercharger on the market, hands down, for the Audi R8 V10 series. And everything about this car, with the Brixton forge, the prior design wide body, it's just the ultimate package of how an R8 should look and deliver its power. With that being said, make sure you guys like this video, subscribe, check out more on vividracing.com for all these awesome parts, and as always, we will see you at the next one.